Today, we're spotlighting Enoch Hall out of Devine, Texas, a talented athlete who stood out on a national stage at the Dream Football Classic All-American Game. Enoch continues to show why he's a name to know with his work ethic, competitiveness, and ability to make plays when it matters most. We're excited to dive into his journey and highlight the people who make it possible, his support system, family, coaches, teachers, and teammates, because no great athlete gets here alone. Let's talk about Enoch Hall's story, his growth, and what's next in his recruiting journey.
Hank C. here with Dream All-American. We're here with Enoch Hall, our Dream All-American MVP from our All-American game up at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. How you doing today, Enoch?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Doing great, son. I'm glad to get over here and get a chance to interview you. You had a heck of a game in Dallas on January 3rd. I believe you ran for over 100 yards. You had almost 70 yards in receiving. You had one heck of a game there. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience up in Dallas and what your thoughts on the game were?
Man, it was fun. I mean, I got to play with a whole bunch of new players and a lot of talent up there, and I just went out and did my thing.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Enoch. Where are you from, man?
My parents are from Alabama. I was born in McAllen, then moved to Uvalde, and now I ended up here in Devine. I started playing football in the 4th grade because my friend Peyton begged me to play, and then he kind of got me into it, and I played for a guy named Jack and Coach Hank in 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade, and now I did middle school, and now I'm in high school.
Who do you contribute most of your football talent to, and who would you like to talk about helping you along the way with football and where you're at right now and what all your accomplishments are?
I said my dad. My dad helped me a bunch. Like the first time I ever played, I did bad that day, and then we got home. I don't think I went to bed until like 12 o'clock. We were just doing drills in the yard until I got better.
So your dad's the driver behind your success, would you say?
Yes, sir.
What else do you do besides football, Enoch?
I ride bulls, team rope, calf rope, steer wrestle, and I do track.
Track? No. You skimmed over that rodeo stuff pretty quick. I happen to know that you do more than just rodeo. Can you tell us some of your accomplishments rodeoing, Big Dog? What have you won rodeoing?
I've won the world 3 times, and I've won state 5 or 6 times, and I've won my region like 3 times, and I finished 2nd in the world like 2 or 3 times. I finished 3rd in the world like twice, and I finished like 7th and 4th once.
That's amazing. So your talent extends way beyond the football field.
Yes, sir.
What are your grades like, Enoch?
A's and B's mainly, and we just checked our GPA. I'm ranked 66 in my class.
What are your plans for your future? Once you graduate high school, what are your main goals off the bat right now? What would you like to do?
My main goal is to be one of the best running backs that came out of Devine and go play D1 football somewhere.
That's beautiful. I think you will definitely have that opportunity, young man. You are one heck of a football player. I appreciate the interview with you. This is going to go out all over the country, and all the colleges are going to get to see you. But I appreciate the time you gave us to Dream All-American Sports. Thank you, Enoch.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're here with Coach Sadler, running back coach with Devine, Texas Warhorses. Coach, could you tell us a little bit about Enoch Hall and your experience coaching him in the last few years, please?
Yes, sir. Enoch got moved up as a freshman. Got to really start to showcase his skills last year in Marble Falls home game. We both our starting running backs were seniors. Were out that game, and so we were kind of up creek without a paddle, you could say. I had to play a 3rd string running back and a freshman at the time. And he goes out there and goes for over 100 yards, helps put us in a good position to win. We were down big in, I would say, a momentum swing. He takes a corner route to the house, outruns the safeties. Right there, you knew it's like, all right, this kid's going to do something, right? The moment's not too big for him. You know, we had to put the team on his shoulders. I think any coach would say anything less than it's pretty amazing when you're counting on a 14, 15-year-old kid to carry the team. You know, he's got great skills, great footwork, good work ethic when he's out there. You're not going to ever catch Enoch slacking in practice. You know, he likes to joke around. He likes to keep things fun. But when it's time to work, the kid works.
I'm here with Miss Kendrick, one of Enoch Hall's teachers. Mrs. Kendrick, can you please tell us a little bit about Enoch and what your experience has been with him in the classroom and what kind of person you find him to be?
Yeah, I had Enoch in geometry honors. He's a very bright student, very problem solving. He can handle things on his own academically. He does fantastic with time management. The kid's a very busy kid with sports and rodeo and everything else he does. When he knew he was going to miss for anything, he was proactive. He asked beforehand. It was never the catch-up game trying to get caught up weeks later. He always asked beforehand, would come in at lunch if he needed any help because he missed a lesson. Just very, very easy to work with and great with his peers. He could pretty much work with any kid, any group we put together. And he's well-liked, smart, asks questions. He's a great student.
We're here with Coach Rotremmel, offensive and defensive lineman coach, as well as special teams coordinator. Coach, can you tell us a little bit about Enoch Hall and your experience coaching him the last few years?
Yeah, certainly. Enoch's been our number one back here on our offense. He's been the one of the two-headed monsters that we run with we used to run with our wing T offense, and he had over 1,000 yards this season. He accelerates through the hole. He's got great vision, and looking forward to seeing more good things from him this next season.
We're here with Coach Cosby with the Divine Warhorses, the coach for the varsity defensive backs. Coach, we're here talking today with Enoch Hall, and the coaches about Enoch Hall. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience coaching him and him playing football here in Divine?
Oh, yeah. He's one of one, man. He's fast, quick. He's got good hands. We keep him more on the offensive side, but we got him in our back pocket on defense because he can come in and he's a ball hawk and go and get it and use his speed as well.
We're here with Peyton Edwards, wide receiver for the Divine Warhorses. Peyton, can you tell us some stories and a little bit about your playing experience with Enoch Hall?
Enoch Hall's a great player. It's never a dull moment with him. And I just remember one time I was getting my block for him. It was my first time playing with him on varsity. And 1 second he was on the one side of the field, next second he was just in the end zone. It was crazy just to see that, how fast he could get there.
We're here with Braden Mann, Divine's quarterback. Hey, Braden, how are you doing today, bud?
Good, yourself?
Doing great. I wanted to ask you a little bit about Enoch Hall and tell us about your football experience playing with him over the years, and tell us a little bit about him.
You know, Enoch Hall is one heck of a dude. He's probably one of the best running backs I ever played with. His acceleration is like through the roof. This guy is quick. He's strong. He's also has a good football IQ, smartness. He knows when to hit the holes, how to be patient for the holes to open up. Yeah, he's a pretty good football player.
Can you tell me a little bit about his leadership role?
He's going to lead by example, right? He's going to be the kid, like you mentioned. He's going to be out in front. The work ethic is self-explanatory. We got a lot of boys out here that are multi-sport athletes, I would say, hobbies even, to where they're not just football players, right? Enoch being a bull rider, that instills a sense of confidence, right? I don't need to talk about my confidence. I'm going to show you my confidence. And that right there is leadership in itself.
What do you think about his leadership capabilities, Coach?
Oh, he's more than capable. He's a pretty good leader. He gets the kids all riled up and ready to go, man. He's definitely ready to go on game day.
What kind of leadership abilities does he show you guys up here?
He's kind of quiet. He's one of the guys that leads by example. And everybody, the younger kids come to the games and they look up to him and they want to be what he is. So leader by example for sure.
Do you have any fun stories to tell us about Enoch?
Yes, one time we'd been in class together for it was a good 6 weeks, and I knew he played football, of course, because it's high school football, and so I had no idea the kid rodeoed. And he walked in wearing a jacket one day, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Where'd you get that?" And he goes, "Well, I won it." And I said, "You won it?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I ride bulls." And I said, "Really?" And I thought he was joking the whole time. And I said, "Wow. Okay, so you ride bulls." He goes, "Yeah, that's why it doesn't bother me if I get hit by a big guy in football, because I already ride 2,000-pound bulls." And I was just, the whole idea that if this kid can take on a bull, because he's not the big, I had him as a freshman, so he's not the biggest kid as a freshman. I thought, man, there's some big boys coming after you on that football field. No wonder he just laughed it off every time he got hit, because if I rode a bull, I don't think a high school boy would scare me either.
Right.
Me and him ride bulls together, and one day we were behind the buck and shoots, and we usually mess around before we get on bulls and everything. Well, we started talking trash to each other jokingly, and told him I could ride his bull and strap him. He said I couldn't, and I bucked off in 1 second. About 2 minutes later, he got on the bull,
and completely strapped him, just way better than me.
He's pretty talented, huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell us something a little bit about Enoch off the football field that you think is a good story to tell people about him.
You know, Enoch Hall is a really good guy outside of the football arena. He's really good in school. He's a good guy to hang out with. He's really smart in his grades. You know, I went over his house a few times, and he works out pretty goddamn hard.
What would you say to all the college scouts and coaches that are going to see this interview? If you had to speak about Enoch and you wanted to tell those coaches something, what would you say to them?
I would tell them that Enoch Hall is the type of athlete that you're not going to go and just put him in one spot. I know from playing in college, a lot of guys would like dudes that are versatile. We can play him in multiple positions. If we can't get it done here, what else can we do with him? And he's a dude that you can line him up anywhere, and he's going to be a mismatch problem for whoever's on him on defense. So he's the kind of kid to where you got an athlete. We need this, he can play that. We need this, he can play that. You're not going to worry about work ethic. You're not going to worry about a kid not showing up. He's always going to be there. And he's always going to make sure that he pushes the team to be better every day.
What do you think about his future prospects, coach, playing football here in Divine, and his outlook?
Oh, he's got. I mean, sky's the limit for Enoch, man. He's definitely got more than any capable threat offensively that he can apply himself to at any school in the college systems.
Absolutely. What do you see as potential coming out of Divine here?
I feel like he's more of a utility back. He's a little smaller, but he's fast. I'm the head track coach here, and he's my first leg on our sprint relay, because on his first step, he's at full speed already, and he's able to make adjustments and on the fly. And so that's what makes him just, third down back, but he's still got the power to run downhill.
He does. He played in our All-American game this year, and we gave him the ball, and I'll tell you what, he ran hard as I've ever seen anybody run. So,
yes, sir.
Do you have any closing words on Enoch, sir?
No, I wish him the best, and y'all keep an eye out for him.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your interview.